What's your, like, zombie plan? Or apocalypse plan? I mean, I know everyone has one. And I don't mean, like, I guess I just mean in a general, from, like, a 30,000 foot view. Like, are you gonna fortify? Are you gonna run? Are you gonna just give up? I don't know. I'm gonna give up. That's always been my goal. And I think it stems from, you know, day-to-day life, just having to be in control all the time, or that feeling like I always have to do everything. It's like, man, it's a fucking apocalypse. I don't want to, like, organize a town and an escape plan and manage food resources and develop a currency and put a board of directors in. For fuck's sake, just eat my face, zombies. Just eat my face. Please, eat my face. Speaking of faces, I'm going to talk about skincare this week. Bet you guys didn't see that transition coming. Anyway, I currently follow an Asian beauty or Korean skincare routine. It is probably the most intense thing I do for myself because I generally don't wear makeup on a daily basis. I don't do a lot with my hair on a daily basis. I don't put a lot of product into it. And I have colored my hair and stuff, and you guys are going to be like, Ribbon, you do so much with your hair and all the colors, and that's so much upkeep. Go to the salon to get it dyed. I might buy their fancy shampoo and conditioner, but I don't, like, really do anything else. So I was having lots of trouble with my skin. It's one of the terrible things they don't tell you about adulthood is that acne and skin trouble don't go away. You still have it. So thanks, Obama. But, I was doing a lot of research, and I would try all these different products, and I stumbled upon Korean beauty or Asian beauty, and I was super overwhelmed at first. I was like, there's no way I'm doing this. So I noped out and continued to have trouble with my face. I kept looking around for solutions, and Asian beauty routines kept coming up. So, for one of my New Year's resolution type things that you guys saw me talk about in my first videos, I decided to try to do a K-beauty routine for 1 month. When I first started, I bought a kit from the store, and I used it, and it went relatively well. And then after that, I started picking and choosing my products and finding what works for me. I am here to tell you what my routine is, and your routine will be different, most likely. The reason there's so many products, toners and essences and series and skins and emulsions and all this stuff is because you're targeting what you're delivering to your skin to address a specific issue. There are 5 core steps to an Asian beauty routine. These are what most people will tell you are the standard steps. A first cleanser, a second cleanser, a hydrating toner, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen. And this is probably the part where you're like, all right, 1, this is so serious. 2, there's so many steps, I'm out. But trust me, just stick with me a little bit longer. My morning routine, I wake up bright and early with a smile on my face. I start off washing my face, moisturizing with a serum, then an under eye cream, then an emulsion, and then a lip pack.
Good. I use warm water. I know a lot of people use cold water, or they say you should use cooler water. I'm not splashing cool water on my face this early in the morning. Fuck that shit, right? I try to make, I mean, it's not like burning hot, but I try to make it like skin temperature at least. So first up, I wet my face. Okay. And take a little bit of a cleanser. And you don't need much, because when you do the foamy foam, it turns into like a foamy foam. And I'll just do it all over my face. Then I splash clean. Trying not to make a big mess. But I have a little sink here. I have one towel for my hands, because I want them to be kind of dry. And then I have this other towel that I use just for my face. And I pat dry. And I switch this out every couple of days. Like, yeah, I have like a bunch of these. I just bought them off Amazon. They come in like a 6-pack and they're super tiny, but I switch them out like every 2 days. Brute Man, I start with the water essence as my serum. So just put like 2 drops, spray it around my whole face. And then while that's drying, I do my eye roller. I picked this one because I'm pretty sure it has caffeine in it, and I don't know. I'm a total sucker for the placebo effect of putting caffeine under your eyes to make them appear brighter. So then by now, like the first layer of my skin is dry, so then I just put a few drops of the lotion. And this is like, it's like a hard bottle, so you gotta like bloop, bloop, push it out like ketchup. And then I just spread it, and then I spread that over my face. Could never moisturize enough. Because it's really dry, I started adding these lip masks. Put this on my lips now. Throughout the day I use chapstick, but my first in the morning, so it's just like a little green tea. You put your finger, you take some out, and then you just kind of put it on like chapstick. And that is my morning skincare routine.
Okay, so you've seen my routine. So what do I do different? I don't do a first and second cleanser. I tried originally, but my face is just too sensitive for it. That's why I use a lower pH cleanser. If I wash too much, I break out. Sounds counterproductive, but it happens. The other thing I am currently not doing is sunscreen. I would love to, but everyone I try so far has been so heavy for my face and makes me break out. So I'm working on it. I'm doing the best I can. But right now, no sunscreen, just what I have. My extra steps are obviously the lip pack and the under eye cream. I am a sucker for under eye cream. That's like the one part of my routine I'm constantly switching out and trying new products with. So, all right, let's look at nighttime. Pretty similar to my morning routine. Start off with the foaming cleanser again. Then I move on to the serum, the under eye cream, the emulsion, and the lip pack. The difference with my night routine is that the items are a little bit thicker because I want a heavier moisturizer at night. Okay, nighttime facey routine, which is pretty much similar to the morning routine. Well, it starts with my cleanser, so let's start there. Trying to keep my thumb dry because I cut it today. It's sweet. After my hands first. Oh. It's my eyeballs. It's in my eyeballs. Okay, so at night, like I said, it's pretty much the same routine, just slightly different products. So the first one is the serum. I do this one again first. All over my face. And now I will do my eye cream. I have a lot of Innisfree products. I really like them. And put it under my eyes and then in the space like right under my eyebrows and here. All right. And then finally, I have a nighttime lotion. This is another Innisfree Youth Enriched Emulsion with Orchids. And see, it's thicker and you gotta like shake it out like a ketchup bottle. You only need a little bit. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. Rub that on my face because the first layer is dry. And then, for my nighttime lip mask, I have another Innisfree. This one is with canola honey. But again, this one on the inside is just like, kind of like Vaseline, pretty much. And I just put it on my lips. And that's it. So my nighttime routine, as you saw, is pretty similar to my daytime routine and skips pretty much the exact same steps. No double cleanser, no sunscreen. So that's it, guys. You made it through. That's the basics. That's a morning routine and a night routine with the basic steps. That's a K-beauty routine. That's what I did for a month. And I noticed a difference, and that's why I continued with it. Now let's have some fun. Now I have two special routines that I do. One is my monthly reset routine, and that I do a cleanser, my foaming cleanser that I've showed you guys. I do a chemical enzyme peel, and then I do a night sleeping mask. Now the enzyme peel is harsh for my face, so that's why I do it once a month, but other people can do it more often. So I shake it once, just to loosen it up, and then you pour in just a little bit. It's like a flaky powder, like that. And it reacts with the water. Hold on, get a little drip here. And then it also foams up like that. And then you just put that up. Go very light. It's not like exfoliating, it doesn't peel. It's very soft. And rinse that off. The lotion is like just like really thick, where's the camera? Really thick goo, and it's like super jelly. So I just put this on all over my face. None of the other lotions, creams, anything. It's just this, can go to bed. My other special routine is if I'm starting to get a lot of acne flare up, stress, anxiety, working out a lot, whatever causes acne, who knows. What I do is at night, I wash with the foaming cleanser, and then instead of any of the lotions, I'll put on a paper mask. Okay, so the mask is, you know, the one you see on the Instagram or the Twitters or the whatnots all the time. It is just a paper mask. It comes folded up and covered in various goos. You can read the ingredients to see what goo your mask is covered in, and all masks have different goos depending on what you want them for. As I said, this one's a clearing and soothing goo, so it has goos for that. Very scientific. So it has the happy face. You just spread it all out. So excited to be doing this on camera. Finally, this is my moment of glory. This is where I will be discovered. Pretty sure this is how Brad Pitt was discovered. And then you put it on, fit it over your eyeballs, making sure not to get any in your eyeballs because that would sting horribly. Even if it is natural goo, it can sting. And then you spread it out, make sure it looks nice and smooth. Stick it all to your face. Good contact. Around the mouth. Spread any goo around. Okay. Then I go and find a nice place to lay for 15 minutes and then come back. Okay, once your 15 minutes is up, the mask will be a little bit drier and tighter. If it at any time it's completely dry, stop sooner. You don't want your mask to be completely dry, but you just peel it off and throw that out because the masks are one use. Don't be that person that tries to get more than one use out of your mask. And then you just pat it in. If you do decide to do paper masks, make sure you get quality ones. Sometimes those cheap ones you buy for $1 can actually cause more trouble with your skin. So that's it, guys. That's my skincare routine. Your mileage may vary. I am happy to answer any questions that you may have. I'm not an expert by any means, but I can give you advice based on my experience or the research I've done. If you want to do your own research, I suggest the Asian Beauty subreddit. Thanks for watching. Follow me on YouTube so you know when these vlogs hit. Follow me on Twitch and set up notify so you know when I go live. Follow me on Instagram for everything else, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by.